Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. I am going to show you the jewelry that I thrifted or was gifted during a recent trip to Manitoba at the invitation of Kim Newberg and with her lovely assistant, Thelma Findlay. And of course, the other ladies that I met during the outing. So these are, by now maybe you've heard about my greeting at the airport. These two women dressed as Ukrainian, well, a grandmother in Ukrainian is Baba, dressed as two Ukrainian Babas. And these were the beads that I was given. So, I should say, and I guess if my windows were cleaner or if the view was a little better, I should actually be taking a photo of one of the windows in my studio. Right now the view is stark, bare trees, a little skiff of snow, and an air cedar. Anyway, I did hang up the window dangles that Thelma had very graciously built and gifted to me. So, where to begin? I believe this was also from Thelma. It was in the little red suitcase. I don't know, I don't think, oh, hey, I have one. If I finish building this, I could add this to the window as well. And these are these purples are my color. So a bunch of goodies in this bag, and this was in the little suitcase. I'm trying my best to kind of keep things separate. Now, when we, on the way to, as the ladies were taking me to the airport, as I was about, to leave, we, of course, sidestepped into an antique show. And, of course, we kind of spread out. It was kind of a crush of people. The show had just opened. And then, you got the inevitable person with a stroller. And even more, I mean, babies are babies. They need to be transported. But what about the woman that was pulling like one of those green yard wagons, with kind of the mesh bottom? Yeah, wasn't room for that, let me tell you. Anyway, Kim found a booth that was selling jewelry, and of course, much of it is in not great condition, by the bag. So she bought a bag for herself. She told Thelma and me about it, and of course, monkey see, monkey do, and peer pressure, and if all your friends were going to jump off a bridge, or you go too, those are the kind of things that many of us heard as we were growing up, when kids are sort of, subject to peer pressure. There was no pressure at all by Kim, but it's like, well, okay, if this woman with her background thought it was a good idea, then am I going to miss out? Anyway, so this is the bag I bought. I'll show you the contents of that, but let me get rid of some of these other bags too. These are the items that I bought at the various stores. Anybody who's has watched for a moment or two knows that I love copper as a metal. I'm not opposed to the other metals, but this is my favorite. And it goes with the aubergine and orange kind of decor highlights or whatever that we have it here in the house. So there's that. This was a set of 3. This was kind of wrapped up a little bit funny. I mean, it was on a card, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there were these tiny little charms attached to it, and it is purple. And let me see. Oh, it's sort of probably a fake suede, so it's soft and so on. I don't know what the intention is, but couldn't this be a tie around a journal? And again, it's got a number of charms on it. So I thought that was kind of cool as well. I should be throwing things back in the bag, otherwise we'll have chaos here. Now, I do think that I saw Kim's video when she was, oh, here's more copper. And of course, the possibilities, each of these little circles, no, 2 circles are on a ring. So with a bit of effort, this can turn into something. Or how's that for a trade secret? With work, this could turn into something. This could even, it's delicate enough, this could even become a dangle on its own, as far as I'm concerned. You know, add a hook or something at the top, clip something onto this little lobster closure, and wouldn't that look cool on the edge of a journal for moi? I heard Kim say sort of what her price range was, and I mean, like everyone else, I don't want to pay more than I have to. I thought these were cool, and they're light, and they're thin, so they would be probably cute on a like on a boho journal or something like that. I think, okay, what do we have here? We have something that says $2.99, so it looks like I paid $2.99 for that. When I've got some tangling going on here. Now, I paid that, I guess, probably because it was purple, and I've got purple on the brain. Now, I don't know. I can't obviously wear anything like this, nor would I don't have any invitations to go to a ball or anything like that, so I have no reason to ever put this on. But I almost should, just to see if something is broken, or does it look like this because that's how it was intended to lie on a human body. Anyway, I guess it's one of those things that we all have different ideas of what's a good deal, how badly we want something, and what we're used to paying. I think that, boy, I sure hope I only paid 49 cents for these and not $1. I know that I remember this was one of the first stores we went to, Teen Challenge, no idea what city or what town. And the guy said that he was brand new, so, you know, sometimes people who are brand new don't know. I think we may have gotten a senior's discount there. Anyway, I haven't taken this out of the bag, apparently, or clearly. Anyway, I was talking about prices. It's just on a bit of fishing line. And I mean, this is nothing great other than it's blingy and it was kind of cool. I shouldn't tear that. Anyway, I picked the 2 different pink ones. Okay, this, let me finish my thought about the, about prices. I saw some jewelry today. Okay, the car is the car is 10 years old. So it's been acting a little cranky, and we've put, you know, some money into it recently. It's a Toyota Venza. So it's obviously a nice car. Still has a lot of life left in it. I think it's at about 300,000 kilometers maybe. But yesterday I had to order some parts worth almost $1,000 from Vancouver. Anyway, they were in today, so I went into the city to pick them up, and then to this mechanic who's actually a son of a friend of ours, to see if he could do what he needed to do. Anyway, so that's why I ended up in the city today. So long story short, I ended up at a thrift store that was, no, I was at two actually, one in the city and one elsewhere. And in one of them, they were charging $5 for necklaces. So that is kind of, I don't know. I think probably some of them are worth it. Oh, they also had this purse. Now, the purse itself was kind of awful. It was, what was the brand? Anyway, it was kind of a fabric-y thing. And there, no kidding, the buckle thing that the strap went through to close it was about yay big. And it was just loaded with, you know, jewels and just, I mean, if I could have bought that alone without that ugly purse attached to it. But, you know, it was $8 and I thought, no, sorry, can't do it. There was a brand new Starbucks tumbler. Again, beautiful pattern. I would have loved it. It was $12. And I, you know, maybe did a little Sharpie and take a breath or something. And the woman says, I left the price tag. Someone donated a brand new. Left the price tag on it. It was $35. I don't know in what kind of a parallel universe somebody would pay $35 for a plastic tumbler. Anyway, needless to say, both those items stayed behind. Oh, look what I just found. Teeny tiniest little spring ever. So I do have a bit of I have a box going there where some of the odds and ends have been. I bought, I don't even know where I got this from, but look at it. It's like a tennis bracelet. Well, not quite. These are the sorts of bracelets that I make because I can't wear the metal closures. I just thought they were kind of cool. And of course, this is, you know, again, amethyst colored beads. So I think that was probably, oh, look at this. Kind of cool, except, you know, it needs some, those little threads that are woven there. Anyway, for what it's worth. In this bag, when I went through this bag, and of course it's like buying a goodie bag. You don't know what you're getting. Is there going to be something gorgeous in there? Is there going to be something that, you know, you really can't live without? Well, it turns out that there were a number of things that were a problem. I mean, this is very nice. See that mixing stone? Well, I found the stone at the bottom of the bag. Now, I thought, which clearly I'm mistaken, I have a tube of E6000, and I have a tube of this stuff. This I bought, GS Hypo Cement. Now, this is old as the hills. Pinpoint precision for crafts, hobbies, watch crystals, optics, industrial application. Now, I had a heck of a time getting the cover off. Like I said, this is very old. It was from jewelry making days. It's got this tiny little thing here that I think is supposed to keep that whole. Anyway, I thought that one night I did a whole bunch of repairs, but obviously this didn't work. So I guess forget what I'm about to tell you. Now this, it seems to me, oh, see, maybe I didn't use E6000. Maybe I used this. I had to glue one of these leaves back on. Obviously that worked. I think there might still be pieces missing. But again, I would probably break this apart and use the pieces separately, or who knows. I do have other little stones in here and things that have broken off something else. So it was my intention to repair it. I have two of these, and there's a gap right there. Now, I thought that since those are kind of like little pyramid-shaped things, but that's probably too big, and it's a different cut. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I guess that what I'm trying to say, or maybe the cautionary tale here is, if you're buying a grab bag like this, be prepared that there could be things that are broken and need some work. Now, this has a stone missing there. Oh, I thought I repaired that as well. Or maybe I did. No, there are two. I don't know. Anyway, obviously, whatever I did didn't take. Same thing with this one. I found the missing stone here because isn't this beautiful? Now, there are some others missing, but clearly whatever I was using didn't take. So I'm going to have to actually get that E6000 open and do it again, because this is awesome stuff. You know, the tube is still soft, so anyway. It seems that things that are sort of the color of peacock feathers keep finding me. I don't remember where I got this, so I think that there are possibilities for that. Doesn't this remind you of a peacock? There's just one of those. This is a wooden thing that is, again, same color family. I had done a repair on this, and it looks like actually the repair that I did here held, so that was good. Okay, let me show you a couple other things, and then we'll dump that bag and see what we can see. I don't know if this, I'm so confused. But again, all of these things can be taken apart. I suppose that with a little more, paying a little more attention, I could be as knowledgeable as Kim. Oh, this is a glass bead. Oh, this is a glass bead. Oh, this is, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, this seems to be a metal frame around, but again, we can live with any of this stuff if the price is right. Clip-on earring. This is like velvet around the edge. I think this may have been on the sharing table at the crop. Let's see if I can just open it. And I do collect, not that I've been buying any of that stuff lately, but I do collect quartz and amethyst and hematite and all those gemstones that either are beautiful or have healing properties. Now this, oh, looks like this is a broken necklace, and this was all put in here. So obviously there are many pieces here that could be used, especially that bigger sort of focal point. And now that I see how lovely those window dangles are, I feel like I need to make some. And it's a great way to use some of those oversized beads. And they're very, actually, this may be the only room in the house that has an actual rod like that I could hang it on. Oh, and then there's this. How does it open? Oh, squeeze. So obviously there are stones missing. Now, whether or not some of the pieces in here would fit, or no, that's too big. So again, I also think I have to rewatch Kim's video where it was a haul video, and she had talked about the incredible deals that she scored in her home province in New Brunswick. And I think it was a flea market type setting or something. And You could almost feel the grime as you were at home. You could almost feel the grime as you were at home watching it, because she was cringing at how dirty everything was. And I think what she said the solution was going to be was to clean it in warm soapy water, or of course Jewel Clean solution, which I have. And I also have one of those gizmos, you know, those, what are they, sort of ultrasonic things about yay big. I think they actually use them in jewelry stores. You add a drop or so of dishwashing solution to it. I think it warms the water. You set a little timer, and then you take the stuff out. I had that on a Christmas list one year because, not so much for the jewelry cleaning as it's great for glasses and sunglasses and things like that as well. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is what came from Thelma. I think this is what came from Thelma. Look at this beautiful ring. See, if my name was Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, I'd be wearing that. Oh, and then Kim gave me this. So that's cool. And then I found these little crown, there are a few more, I think. Little, oh, you know what? Some of this stuff came from the share table. I found these little crown charms, and I thought they were the coolest. I hope you know that I have a tiara. I don't often wear it because I don't actually think it's built for a human head. I thought this black chain was kind of interesting. This, who knows, broke off something. This was there. Now these little charms could be separated and used: love, charity, truth, joy, and trust. This is just plastic, but doesn't it look like kind of fancy? Fancy, fancy. Then there's this, which clearly has several stones missing. But again, you know, we know ways to disguise things like that. And anybody who has a few pieces of jewelry of their own know that there are probably loose stones kicking around that will fit in there. This is just a really lightweight silvery thing. This is very nice, and everything is intact. Oh, and this is, well, obviously a pendant. So again, pretty darn nice. Oh, I never did take these out of their bag. It seems to me I bought this. This pair might have been in with another purchase that I made. Don't even, oh, I guess they're earrings, kind of funky ones. So you put that through your ear, and then this little ball here and this one prevent the little cube from, that just seemed kind of cool. That's bent. Okay, let's take a quick look at what is, I should have probably brought a tray to dump this into. Oh, I thought she was cool. I thought this was cool, and I saw this, it's like a little purse. I saw this through the bag. Oh, that's a magnetic closure. Cool. Again, most of these things need some serious cleaning. I just haven't had the chance to do it. Now you can see that there seems to be a decided darkness to this bag. You know, silvers and blacks. Look at this baby. Wouldn't that look cool in a journal? And it's really very light. I don't even know. Well, I thought these little guys were very cool, so they would have come from one of those, you know, double elastic bracelet things. That is a big rose. This looks like it was, some of these pieces were glued down to something. And maybe that's why everything is kind of that color scheme. I think this is beautiful. I think all the stones are there too. More of these kinds of things. Oops. So again, those bracelets that have the 2 elastics going through them. And then this must have been part of it as well. Oh, I know, I cut the elastic. I cut the elastic to free up the pieces. Now, I don't know, is it just the way the light is hitting it? It looks kind of purpley at times. This must have been part of this. There's another piece there. Look at that, baby. That's just plastic. Purple. Another little brooch. That's cool. Cool. Another piece of that. I think I might have taken this apart too. Still more of these pieces. And that looks kind of coppery to me. Again, it's been overcast all day. I don't know what that is. This looks like it was the earring or something to that. More. See, this just looks so filthy. Not really a heart person, but I could. Okay, so there are going to be several of those. Oh, see, this is the mate to the one that needs repair. That's good, I found. It kind of will help me remember what I'm looking for. Oh, not the same color though. Cute. Again, black. This might have been part of that. How about a question mark? That's kind of part of an earring, or that is an earring. This bird. More of these. Of course, that's not how it went together, but you can see something developing there. This is kind of, oh, that's an earring. Does anyone remember when we wore earrings that size? Holy cow. Was that the 80s? Sort of the dynasty era? This is more of this kind of stuff, but obviously with several pieces missing. This is cool. Here's another purple stone. You know what these are? You get them on a cruise ship. We went on one and only cruise, and it was, let's just say, if I have to take pills not to be sick, then I don't want to be there. I have no idea what that is. This is plastic. What the heck was this stuff called? We used to sell it in our shop. It came in strips that were about 7 or 8 inches long, and you heated it up and you could form it. There were also forms that you used to sort of, what's the word? Not emboss. Well, like a mold. Really, a mold. This is nice. Some of these things I just do not like. And the person will have to go through with a discerning eye. And see, this is cool, but it would have been, oh yeah, there's a hole there. It would have been an earring, I guess. More purpley things. More black. See, I think that what I would do here is either find something to put there. This is just plastic, but those leaves are cute. Something is definite. See, it's hard to know what this was, but anyway, that maybe has some promise. That's not my cup of tea. Oh, I didn't realize there were 2 question marks. The meaning of life. One of those maybe, or 2, I don't know. Another black thing. This looks so botanic, almost like a vine with leaves. Cute little earring. Another that almost looks like a tiger eye. Oh, there are 2 of these. That almost looks like an eyeball. This is obviously broken off something. This is cute, but there's only 1 of them. Hey, I should put that with the peacock stuff. I don't need to talk about everything. You're quite capable. There's a skull. I never got into that whole sugar skull scenario. More purple. See, that could work on a journal cover because it's so flat. More black and white. More purple. It's a brooch, so that could go on a... So now that you're seeing all these things, I hope you kind of hold me to account. That's cool, but what is it? Maybe thread a ribbon through there. Hold me to account to actually use some of these things. Because it really would be a crying shame, since I can't wear any of these things. Wouldn't I look silly around the farm wearing all this glitz? Okay, so 2 of these dangly things. So again, that looks like a dangle waiting to happen on a black and white journal with very little. I'll just change the end there. It's kind of amazing to me how people, general public, do not like just throw stuff away when quite often the fix is very easy. It truly is a throwaway society. And that's, I guess, where you and I come in. We see these things and we think, all I have to do is whatever, glue it, get a replacement part, cover it up. Sure got a lot of those pieces. Almost done. Another black and white. That's just a flat heart. There are several of these. Again, it would have been one of those bracelets. Maybe they alternated. Some things are just plain awful. That is all I have to say about that. Oh, let me not spill my broken pieces here. I mean, my little spare parts. Either you have really enjoyed this vicarious journey through some thrifted jewelry, or you wonder if I've taken leave of my senses And jury's still out on that one. But I will say that it has been a pleasure to have you join me. I am... Oh, you know what? After I get this sorted out, maybe on a follow-up Friday, I will show you how I've sorted it in that, how many drawer? 5 or so drawer jewelry box that I thrifted with all the sections for, you know, separating things. So, you know, it will be a case of putting like with like. That way, if you've started something, you know how many more of the same thing you have to work with. And then, of course, I'd get all these squarish pieces together as well. I will also put separately the ones that are, okay, where were those earrings? You know, essentially ready to go as they are. I would just put probably a bulb pin at the end to know that I have, you know, dealt with it. Get the shepherd's hook off, and so I don't know how many pieces there are like that that are kind of ready to go as they are. It would probably, another thing that I would do if I think that I'm going, and I do have a Dremel, by the way, if I wanted to, plus a really fine drill bit. Now, I don't know if the average drill, like if you were trying to drill a hole in like real metal, and I mean substantial metal, you need a better bit than you would, you know, if you're just putting something through wood, a hole in wood. But I also have a Dremel that could be good for, okay, so something like this. If a person wanted this purple metal disc here, break off the post, cut off the post, and then, you know, drill a hole in it, as long as it's not going to wreck a drill, that is. And, you know, suddenly you have a charm. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to see if the average Dremel bit would, in fact, work like that. Or would I would I risk burning up the drill because it overheats because the job is too big? So that could also be considered ready to go. And there are a few pieces like that, I think. Anyway, I will let you guys go. And you know what? Some of these things that are kind of hopeless and particularly unattractive will probably just find their way into a donation bag, because honestly, life is getting too short for hanging on to things that don't, that haven't earned their keep. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I will stop there. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.